The Home Depot SmartHome is a 6,000 square foot live-in research laboratory operated by Duke's Pratt School of Engineering. The Home Depot SmartHome, part of a Duke SmartHome program, creates a dynamic living laboratory environment that contributes to the innovation and demonstration of future residential building technology. Jim Gaston is the director of the SmartHome, and he was kind enough to lead me on a tour of it today.
First, the Smart Home program was actually an idea of a Duke student. His name was Mark Younger. He came up with this idea of having a place where the students would live and work on projects having to do with new technologies and sustainability. And he did it for his senior project. And he got a good grade on the paper, and then he went on and took the next step, and he approached the dean of the engineering school and said that Duke ought to build the building. And she liked the idea, and they went to talk to Dr. Broadhead. He loved the idea too. He said they had the land here on Faber Street, it wasn't being used, and if they could raise the money, they could build the building. So Mark stayed on for a few years. He formed a student team, and the students began working with architects and engineers and people at Duke and people in Durham, and they worked on several different designs, and they actually worked to raise the money and then actually built the building. And that's how we ended up with the Smart Home. It was completed in November of 2007. And the 10 students moved in January of 2008. So we have 10 students that live here, but there are more than almost 100 students involved in the program. So it's one of the largest student groups on Duke campus.
Kelvin Gu is the president of the Smart Home and one of the 10 residents that currently live there.
The Smart Home program is a program that involves about 60 students who work around the house and 10 residents who actually live inside the house. Our main focus is to build technologies that improve the spaces that we live in. And so that includes everything from technologies that are inside the house, like we're doing a project where we track where the residents are in the house. Of course, they have the option to turn that on or off, but we use that to improve lighting efficiency in the house. We imagine that the technology might be useful for elderly people, supervising where they are. So that's with radio frequency. And we also have another project which is outside of the home. We're working on a study room locator for Perkins Library. And what that is you walk into the library and you want to know which study rooms are empty. And we basically are going to use infrared sensors to tell which rooms are empty and then give you a live map showing you which ones are, so you don't have to waste time going to it.
Rooms in the Smart Home include a common area, a clean lab, a media room, a dirty lab, the guest bathroom, the second floor complete with 5 double bedrooms, and the basement, which includes a laboratory site for experimenting with products. This is Brithny Zhang, reporting for the Chronicle.